Hey, this is Blu-ray. Today we are going to be talking about how you can get good at any game you play. It's really, really simple in my opinion. So this video came off of an idea because I was going to ask a friend for tips in a game, but I decided it wasn't worth it because I started looking at videos and I saw all of them were very controversial. Controversial, meaning it is very applicable for some people, but for other people it is not. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to get good at a game. The first step is understanding how you play. If you don't understand how you play, no one will be able, or not even you won't be able to play the game. No one can give you tips or anything like that. So the first thing is to understand how you play. If you understand your playstyle, you can understand anything else about how you play. This is one very controversial topic that I am very conflicted about, because the gaming community is you have to play like this, but that's not how you should play. It is the way you want to play. That is just the way I think. So the first thing is, or the second thing, is to know what you're playing for. Are you playing to get better? Are you playing for friends? I play for myself because I like playing video games. If you also like playing video games, play. In this clip right here, it is when I'm 100% focused in playing the game. I wasn't aiming for fun, I was just in the zone, which is step number 3. When you get in the zone. So when you're in the zone, everything just seems to flow. There's no left or right, it's just here or there. It's all in your mind. You usually don't talk when you're in the flow zone. You just start thinking, oh, it's just happening. I can't do anything about that. So, in the flow state, you lose sense of time and a whole lot of other things. You lose sense of time, you lose sense of what's happening. You just know it's happening. Another thing that happens when you're in the flow state is that it's perfectly balanced. So it's a perfect level of skill and difficulty. There's no too much skill or too little difficulty. It's just an equal little bit of both. Because most of these matches, when I actually started trying, I felt like I knew what I was doing. So, let's get on to the chart. So, the chart I'm about to show is going to be an exact representation of it. It is the best chart I can show currently. As you can see, I just got out of the flow for this part of the match. Everything stopped flowing as smoothly and it started shaking up. So what I describe the flow state being if a visual representation is when it's active or when you are in the middle of it. It's like flatlining. Everything is stable, there's nothing out of the ordinary. But when you're not in the flow state, it's like a beating heart. So here's the chart I'm telling you about. This chart represents what is the best way to get into the flow state. So as you can see, if you have too much pleasure and too little difficulty, you'll get nothing done. But if it's too difficult with too little pleasure, there will be nothing. On the other side, you can see the efficiency. If there's an equal balance of pleasure and difficulty, you're going to get into the flow state. So it differs for each person. Each person has a different amount needed, but it cannot be just the same. It can't be too much or too little. This is the moral of this story. But to get to the flow state, it is a whole lengthy process or a involuntary response to something. The flow state is like these analogies right here. So the first analogy we have is right here. It's like finding this small ball in this pile of rubble with your eyes closed, using only one hand. It would be really difficult, I think. Extraordinarily difficult. Or it's like refining this light. Instead of it being one wide beam, you narrow it. You channel it into a smaller beam, a smaller, more contained being. That's what I mean by the flow state. Doing that process, I'd like to say, is difficult because I cannot do it on a whim. It takes me a little bit of time and effort, and I just have to let go. So, but it's different for everyone. Some people can do it normally and regularly, but I cannot. It comes as a challenge for me. So in the flow state, this will help you increase your playing capacity. You should be able to get good at any game after you realize what you're doing. The fourth and final step is to know how you or the character relates to you. If the character does not relate to you in your playing style, you cannot force them to be what you want. You can try and make them and go outside of the box, but it will not work. It's like trying to force a pig to fly. It ain't gonna work. So stop trying. So with this happening, you gotta know how you relate to the character. So if the character is defender and you love running around the map at high speeds, like in Rainbow, roamers, defenders, if you are a defender and you're playing a roamer and you try to play it like a defender, it's not going to work. It's going to backfire horribly unless you make it work. But that completely voids the kit, and it's high efficiency in that degree. But if you start playing a roamer and with a higher speed, you can the character turns into yours, and you don't have to worry about as many problems. That is how you can become skilled a little bit faster. But if you want to become extremely skilled, you do exactly the opposite of what a character is designed to do. That is the fastest way to get to know anything. So, here's the fifth tip. This is the extra tip. So the extra tip is, have fun. If you're not having fun, how can you play a game? If you're doing it because I make these videos for fun. If I don't have fun, I don't do it. That's basically what I'm doing. In my free time, I'm usually having fun in my free time. So if you're not having fun in your free time, your allotted space of free time, you shouldn't try, or you shouldn't be going at it. If you're playing for a competition, that completely voids that. That's like one of the only exceptions. If you're playing for money or competition, the fun aspect doesn't have to be as high. If you're winning like $1 million or $1,000, it doesn't have to be as high. But if you're just playing in a casual lobby, not playing comp or anything, or competitive, you should not be overly exerting yourself and pushing out, because that just ruins the process. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun for me to make, since a friend gave me the idea. It was a really funny story on how he gave me the idea. It was a very indirect way, but I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all smash the like button and subscribe, and I hope you all stay safe. See you next video, hopefully in 1.16 on Minecraft. Oh yeah, join the Discord. There's some crazy stuff going on the Discord. So, hope you guys all enjoy.
Thunder's next. LED sweeping. Brace for it. Detected a biocomputer.